Hey YouTube, so I wanted to come today to do a comparison video between these two planners. This is the Gillio Amica in the color purple and the Filofax Malden in the color ochre. So there's a bunch of videos on YouTube about this particular planner, the Filofax Malden and ochre, or Filofax Malden. But there's really not that many about the Gillio Amica. Everybody wants the Campagna, which I don't know anything about. I've never seen one, I've never touched one, so I can't speak to that planner. All I can speak to is what I have here in front of me and what I've actually seen. So because there's not that many videos about this planner, I wanted to do this kind of comparison video because I feel like a lot of people that know planners kind of know about this one. So let's get started. So this is the Gillio. It is a 6-ring planner. This is in the medium or the personal size, same thing as the Filofax Malden. So first we will start with the outside of these two. So they both are leather, both very soft leather, both pretty squishy, you can tell. This Amica is what do they call it? There is no stiffener in here. So it's pretty flopsy, you can tell. So you could fold it in half because there's no stiffener in the actual leather itself. The same thing goes with the Malden. It's very flopsy. You can tell, you can fold it upon itself. The Malden has contrasting colored stitching, which I think just looks beautiful. The Gillio, this particular one, the stitching is purple. There's no hardware on the outside. Same with both of these. And you can tell that the popper is just kind of, reinforced, sewn in there very well. They both have a popper with the tab. It looks like the Malden's tab is a little bit longer, but if we close them, you'll be able to tell in just a minute about the ring size. So I think that that's what makes the biggest difference, not necessarily the length of the strap. As far as leather goes, this Malden, I would put this in my purse and take it in and out. I used it as my wallet, as I showed previously in another video. And I feel like this leather was very easily scratchable. So you can kind of see, I don't know how well that's gonna pick up on camera, but you can kind of see that there's a scratch right there that I cannot just rub out. Like it's too hard to just rub it out. This Gillio, I have not had for very long, but I can already tell that the leather is much more resistant to scratches. So I've done the same thing, put this in and out of my bag all day, every day, and I haven't seen the same issue like I do with the Malden. I don't know if it's a color thing or what, but I can scratch this and not make any mark on the Malden, on the Gillio. As far as texture goes, the Gillio is more textured than the Malden, and that may very well be why this one scratches easier than this one. But I don't know if I would necessarily consider this pebbly. I know that's kind of a big thing in the Gillio world, is the pebbliness of the planner. Maybe it's because I've never seen another one, but I wouldn't consider this smooth, but I wouldn't consider it pebbly. I'd consider it somewhere in the middle. So I don't know how helpful that is to anybody, but smell-wise, the Malden does not smell much like anything. When I first got it, it smelled a little bit like leather, but honestly, I was kind of disappointed. I'm kind of a leather snob, sorry cows, but I was really kind of disappointed when I got this. And I bought this brand new off of Amazon. It came like in its original boxing and everything. This I bought pre-loved. I don't even know how long the previous owner had this for, but when she sent it to me, she sent it in the original box, in the original dust bag, but it was used. It had been used, but even still, like I can smell the leather. It smells delicious. So I think I think my opinion, I guess, is that they use a higher quality leather with the Gillio versus the Malden, which may also equate for the price difference because there is a pretty substantial price difference between these two planners. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to open them up and we will start with the Malden. So interior layout, the Malden has this zipper pocket. Not much can fit in there. And then it has 4 pockets. And then you have this little like quarter pocket and then this bigger half pocket here. Then in the back, it has one large pocket, one slip pocket here, and then a larger pocket here. And then you have your ring loop, which is not elasticated. It's just a piece of leather. So for the Malden, it also has for the Gillio, it also has 4 card slots, and then it has 2 secretarial pockets. And then in the back, it has 1 large secretarial pocket, and the pin loop on the Gillio is elasticated. Otherwise, they're pretty similar. As far as function goes, I never used this pocket, this zip pocket here, never used this, and I actually found that this zipper portion would indent my dashboards on the dashboard, and I did not care for that too much. So I tried to keep like a clip on that part of my dashboard so it wouldn't indent the dashboard itself. I never used this pocket here. And then I used these pockets as my wallet, and then I would slide some stickers or whatnot here. I think in this pocket I would just put like a dashboard type of a thing, something decorative, so I could slide my pin on here because I could never fit my pin in this loop, and I don't think I ever put anything back here. So as far as functionality goes, I think that this has the potential to be a pretty functional layout, but for some reason I just prefer this kind of layout. I prefer these bigger pockets here, these secretarial style pockets, and I enjoy that there's 2 of them in the front. And this one in the back, I also use this for bigger pieces of paper. I just fold it up into a quarter size and stick it back there. The one thing that I do wish that this Gillio had that the Campagna has, which like I said, I've never had a Campagna, so I don't know, but it looks pretty awesome on other people's YouTube videos, is the pocket in the back. I do wish that this one had that. It does not. But neither does my Malden, so I guess I don't really know what I'm missing because I don't have that. So that's the interior layout. Let's look at the rings. So the rings on the Malden are, I have a ruler right here. They look like they are 3/4 of an inch. So in centimeters, that's about 1.5 centimeters, roughly. For the Gillio, the ring size is a full 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch. So the rings, even though those numbers were pretty similar, you can just look at them and tell that the rings for the Gillio are bigger. So if I were to stick them on top of each other, the Gillio planner is touching the ring portion of the Malden, but the Malden is not touching the Gillio. I hope that makes sense and that you can see that. But otherwise, I think that these are both great, beautiful planners. I did hope that that clears up some questions about the layout of the Amica for anybody that is considering it, because I scoured YouTube and I couldn't find any, I couldn't find too many videos for it on, you know, the internal layout or kind of setup videos for this planner. Everybody has videos for the Campagna, which definitely looks like a very nice planner, but it looks like the card slots in that one are in the back, which I wasn't quite sure how that would have worked out for using it as my wallet. I think a lot of people do it and they manage just fine. But I thought that this kind of layout would be really conducive to what I wanted to use it for. I think that's it. If anybody has any other questions about the comparison between these two planners, please just leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer as best as I can. Thank y'all. Have a great day.